Welcome to my channel. Assalamu alaikum everyone, how are you today? I hope you have a great day. If you don't know me, I am Dasha and welcome to my channel. Today I will read 2 short stories. So, are you ready? The first story is about What did the bear whisper? One day, Ramu had to go to another village. His mother said,
On your way, you have to pass through a forest. Therefore, you should not go alone. Why don't you take a friend along? You will get some company.
Shaimo was Rama's best friend, and so he agreed to accompany Ramo. Ramo and Shaimo set out on their journey. They left the village, walked through the fields, crossed the river, and soon they reached the forest. Both the friends chatted with each other and ambled along. Suddenly, Shaimo appeared to be alarmed. He ran fast and swiftly climbed up a tree, as if he were being chased by a wild animal. Ramo thought,
What is the matter? Why did Shaimo run so suddenly?
Just then he saw a big bear before him. Ramo thought,
Shaimo saw the bear and ran fast to save his life. But why didn't he warn me? What should I do now?
Ramo had no time to escape from there, so he lay down on the ground and held his breath, pretending to be dead. The bear came near Ramo. He went around him and sniffed his body. At last he stood with his mouth near Ramo's ear. He stood so for quite some time, but Ramo held his breath and lay there motionless, as if he were dead. The bear thought that Ramo was dead, and so he walked away quietly. Ramo could hear the bear walking over the dry leaves. The rustle became fainter and fainter, and at last the noise died away, and there was absolute silence all over. Ramo opened his eyes,
Thank God!
he exclaimed, as he rose to his feet. Meanwhile, Shaimo got down from the tree. He went to Ramo and asked him.
What did the bear whisper in your ear?
Ramo replied,
The bear said, The one who does not help you when you are in trouble does not deserve to be your friend.
The end. The frog's stomach bursts. In a lovely lake there lived many frogs. One of them loved to boast. One day the boastful frog was sitting on the bank of the lake and boasting. Many frogs were listening to her and murmuring among themselves. The boastful frog's baby was playing by her side. While playing and jumping around, it went far away from the lake. Suddenly, it saw an elephant walking towards the lake. The baby frog stretched its neck and saw the elephant's big stomach. It began to run with fright. Seeing the baby frog leaping high, the frogs sitting on the bank were so frightened that they all jumped into the lake. Splash, splash, splash. After a few moments, some frogs gathered courage and came out on the bank. The boastful frog asked the baby frog,
Why did you run so fast? Why did you frighten all the frogs?
The baby frog said,
Mother, I saw a big animal. It was as big as a mountain.
Stretching its 4 legs as much as it could, the baby frog said,
And its stomach was so big.
The boastful frog puffed out her stomach and asked the baby frog,
How big was it? Was it this big?
The baby frog replied,
No, it was bigger than that.
The boastful frog puffed out her stomach a little more and then asked the baby frog.
Was it this big?
The baby frog said,
No, bigger than that.
The boastful frog puffed out her stomach even more and asked the baby frog.
Was it this big?
The baby frog replied,
No, it was even bigger than that.
An old frog who was watching them said,
Now that is enough, dear friend. Don't puff out your stomach so much. If you don't stop now, your stomach will burst like a balloon.
The boastful frog said,
No, my dear friend, my stomach is not a balloon. It won't burst so easily. I can still puff out my stomach, see?
Having said this, the boastful frog puffed out her stomach as much as she could, yet she did not stop. Suddenly, there was a big noise. The boastful frog's stomach burst and she died instantly. The end. Did you enjoy listening to the story? Please don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.